Hey everyone, it's Alexander, the real Mr. Robinson. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the penultimate week of the Godzilla watch-along series. This is the second to last week, and we are now going into one of the biggest disappointments, the biggest missed opportunity in the entire franchise. Yeah, honestly, like, as much as I dislike the anime trilogy, this first movie, I like better than Godzilla vs. Megaguirus, and I think I like it better than Godzilla vs. Gigan. Sorry, I have to check how I rank these movies, but I definitely say, like, the other two are just worse. But this first one, I think because it's, like, our first introduction. Oh, no, I actually do have it ranked. I do have it ranked below Megaguirus and Gigan. We'll go through this watch along and see if that opinion changes. Now, this is a movie where I don't own it physically. I have no desire to own the anime trilogy on Blu-ray at all. Mainly because they're not available in the United States, but also they're on Netflix, and it's a shame that the only movies that Netflix has in the Godzilla series are amongst the very worst of the franchise. So rather than watching it through my portable Blu-ray player, I'm watching it through another monitor because I don't want to run Netflix on my computer that I'm doing the stream on, just in case. It slows down Netflix or the stream. So yeah, without further ado, there's not really much else to say about this. It's just a major disappointment. But first, I want to welcome everyone in the chat right now. We got the regulars. I got 3 people in the chat right now. 4. Welcome everyone. But it says that there are 7 viewers. So if you are lurking in the chat, or if you're just lurking, come on down, say hi, interact with the chat. If you're watching this in post, this movie is available to watch on Netflix. And in the future, I do encourage you to join these watch-alongs. And even if you're not a Godzilla fan, I'll be doing the MCU soon after this. Well, maybe. I might. We'll see what happens. I'm not going to do it instantly, like the next week after I finish Godzilla. But I think if things are going with the way things are going right now, I might just move forward with the MCU as the next watch along, or I might have to do some switching around and do Star Wars next, since it's shorter, for reasons I can't really go into. But that's the deal right now. And if you really like what I'm doing with the channel, you want to help support financially, you can go over to patreon.com/TheRealMrRobinson. Link is in the chat. You can donate $1 a month, and when I get to 25 patrons, you will be able to get access to live watch-alongs that no one else gets to see but patrons. It'll be fun, and I'd love to start doing it for other movies, not just Godzilla, Star Wars, Harry Potter, or the Marvel Cinematic Universe. If you cannot donate to the channel financially, that's totally fine. Your subscriptions and just support of the channel overall is good enough. And yeah, not much else to go into. Let's start this. So I apologize right now if this wire is just kind of dangling. It might be distracting. But this, I gotta make do with what I have. I just have to make sure not to jerk my head around too much. That being said, I think we're all good. Start this disappointing mess of a movie right now. There's a Netflix logo. It's funny how it says a Netflix original, but it's funny how it says Netflix original when Netflix didn't really make this. It's not like with Stranger Things or where they co-made it with Marvel with the Defenders series. And the Toho Animation logo is bizarre. Oh, I should point out that I'm watching this in English instead of Japanese, just in case there's something I may have missed. Because there's a lot of dialogue in this movie about a fictional science, so maybe there's something that I didn't catch. And who knows, maybe my enjoyment will improve. Yeah, this doesn't even resemble a Godzilla movie right now. What, and then kill everybody on the shuttle with them? We had a good life. So yeah, what did he plan to accomplish if he blew up the if he blew up that shuttle? Like, he was gonna kill tons of people on that station, and including and probably blown a hole in it. Well, that didn't last long. Such a confusing opening for a Godzilla movie. In the year 1999. So yeah, this opening is just so like lazy. You just do carbon copies of it's almost like they do cardboard cutouts of all these monsters. They just name drop Rodan, but they show a generic Pteranodon skeleton. This little prologue is more like Pacific Rim minus the Jaegers, where monsters just keep popping up, and they get more powerful as they go along. Such a tease. Such a tease to something that we never end up getting. And plus, that thing doesn't even look like if you squint, it does. But if you look at it straight on, it looks like some sort of bug. So why were his parents not with them at the time of this evacuation? I'm confused. Zhoosh. There we go. Don't even associate this Mechagodzilla with the MonsterVerse. Like, no. Yeah, his parents were on the bus, but I don't understand why they were to begin with. Dude. Oh, that sucks, Justin Toner, but yeah, you take care. Have fun. And also, smart move. Not out of all the Godzilla movies to say you couldn't make it to, you picked one of the smart ones. Yeah, normally I don't like Normally I don't like to watch Godzilla movies in English, but I think because this is animated, it makes it a little easier to take seriously than if this were in live action, because their lips don't move. Anime lips don't move that much. But this animation just doesn't. Like, I can't believe this movie was released in theaters in Japan, because the animation is just. Like, it's good on TV, like with Tron Uprising. Like, this is the same animation studio that did Tron Uprising. It looks good on that show, but here it's just. I don't know. Like somebody said in the chat, it should have been 2D. I wouldn't say the animation in Tron Uprising is better than this. I say it works. I'd say it works better just because that show takes place within a program and a computer, so it makes sense for it to have the look that it does. But this is, I don't know. This just does not fit well. Yeah, this dude's not to be trusted. Oh, so they pulled a George Lucas with the Clone Wars, where it was meant for TV, but then they decided, well, let's just put it in theaters. Even if this were a TV series, if this were a TV series, it still would be disappointing. Okay. Like the Okay, the statement of it could have gotten worse since we left Earth. Theoretically, because of global warming, that's not possible. The reason they left Earth was because they Godzilla became so much of a problem that that was their only option. Sort of like Reverse Planet Hulk, where the Hulk in the comics became such a big problem that the Marvel Illuminati just decided to send him off into space. even though they could have gone to the moon. You can't breathe oxygen on the moon. And I think their notion was to find a place that was just as inhabitable as Earth. Well, yeah, Razorback also says they were worried that the atomic breath would be able to reach them, but I think I'd be more concerned about lack of oxygen than Godzilla's atomic breath hitting the moon. So much fake science here. I was about to make a joke about how everyone in the command center or in the captain's quarters, no, the everyone on the bridge. I was gonna make a joke about how everyone on the bridge got light, got. I was gonna make a joke about how everyone on the bridge was blinded by the warp speed, but I forgot that they shielded the windows. You know what? I was actually planning to, before the pandemic happened, I was planning to review Howard the Duck, the 1990 Captain America, and Ang Lee's Hulk in prep for Black Widow, but obviously that didn't happen. So, but that's still on the table. I still want to do those. This sequence coming up is actually pretty. This sequence coming up is really cool. No, I've not reviewed Howard the Duck. Jeez. This scene is this is probably my favorite scene in the entire movie, or probably the whole trilogy. Like they head to Earth, it looks all peaceful, and then they send drones down, and one of them gets attacked by Godzilla, and like you just need that roar to know that he's still alive. You know, here's something I never got, and this is something within Star Wars as well. Um, it's a massive planet. Are you really going to just um, like let's say Godzilla where he is now is where Japan was once there. Uh they could just fly to like America or Europe. That way Godzilla's literally on the other side of the planet for them. I mean, that's something logical that I bring up. But I mean, if they did land somewhere that Godzilla wasn't, then there wouldn't be a movie. How much time does Godzilla have in this movie? Less than the Gareth Edwards film. Honestly, this movie is no shorter than... This movie's no shorter than any of the other Godzilla movies. Quite a few people. Godzilla commits mass genocide in this movie. Everyone. GZilla100 says, so Godzilla is Wolverine with those regenerative abilities. Or he's Godzilla, because Godzilla 2000 basically was about Godzilla regenerating himself and how he does it. Yeah, I say this score, it's done by the same composer that did Space Godzilla and Godzilla 2000. And this honestly is a pretty bland score in my opinion. Yeah, it's Takayuki Hattori. So maybe I think I missed something. Did and like did I miss something where they said that Earth's atmosphere is toxic now? Ah, there's so this guy never shuts up. Okay, they do mention that the atmosphere is toxic. Where's Gamera when you need him? With a different studio who refuses to make more movies for some reason. I don't know. Which, by the way, the Gamera complete collection that from Arrow that I ordered off of Amazon, that was a bust. Like, ordering it from Amazon did not work out. So I ordered it from just straight from the Arrow website, and I got the UK version, which Arrow said that the discs are region A/B, meaning that even though it's a UK set, they'll work on US Blu-ray players. So, I mean, when I ordered it from the Arrow site, it said that my order's been confirmed. And there were copies in stock. I'm just hoping that that it officially goes through and I can get it. Because later that day after I ordered the Blu-ray box set, it's completely sold out on Arrow. So, hoping it officially comes in. Oh, hey, look, an African American. That was there before. DC fandom. I'm actually writing a piece for my Tumblr blog, which I'm hoping to get up in a couple days because there's a lot that I'm writing about in terms of the movies. But I'm really excited for the Suicide Squad, The Batman, and Wonder Woman 1984. And I hate that trailer for Zack Snyder's Justice League. And the whole Justice League panel was just a giant, like, congratulatory, hey, we finally got this underway. Like, it exists and we did it. Nothing, it just felt so egotistical. I mean, yeah, I want to give Zack Snyder's Justice League a shot, but after Batman vs. Superman, just the overall toxic fandom of his fan base, it's a turnoff. Phrasing. Man, like, okay, Razor Bike. That, like, Zack Snyder saying this movie is for grown-ups. It's like, that's a clear, that says more than anything else on how, like, Zack Snyder and his fandom look at these DC movies. Like they think those terrible, like, Snyder movies are like some great epic 2001 shit. That's a strong ass plant. That really is like a sharp ass plant. Sure thing, Captain. Huh. Razorbike says, I've been banned from watching Zack Snyder films for 5 months because I'm not an adult yet. Oh, he's doing the Arthur fist clench. So here's the reason why, like, I don't think this movie's completely dull or boring because like it's the first movie, so it's like okay, we're getting reintroduced to this world that they've established, and it's like this first movie, it's a nice introduction to this place, and there's quite a bit of discovery with this new world. The only problem is just wasted potential. Oh, that dude's dead. Okay, you know what? There are some good pieces of music here, but it's not as memorable as Space Godzilla, in my opinion. Which I know a lot of people say is his weakest score in the Godzilla series. Oh yeah, these are the only monster for a movie called Planet of the Monsters. These are the only monsters you get. I mean, the sequence is kind of intense. I'll give it that. But yeah, there could have been more monsters here than just those dragons. fly back up into space. Oh, that's true. Wow, they are in Europe. Okay, so that's where Godzilla is then. So let's see, we are nearly 50 minutes into the movie, and we haven't even seen Godzilla. What movie are you? I feel like we're watching two different movies, Spider-Verse Prime, because I'm not seeing any Shockwave lookalikes. So wait, why are you? If you're trying to, I'm confused. If you're going to move through an area to retreat, why would you go exactly where Godzilla is? Okay, so my biggest criticism of Planet Eater is that they threw in this religious aspect out of nowhere, but it looks like they briefly set it up um, in these movies, but still, it just doesn't. It comes across as pretentious. Yeah, maybe going into the direction of Godzilla was not a smart idea. Maybe. I won't say the religious aspect is pointless. It's just terrible. Yeah, no one's gonna stop him. Run. Get out of there, dude. Ah, hell. I think him saying "ah hell" would have been a funnier out of a line than "this planet can go to hell." Yeah, this. I mean, like the way this movie looks couldn't have worked in live action, but its execution, since there's so little monster stuff, it makes you wonder why is this animated. This is kind of ridiculous. What? Speak up, we can't hear you. Like seriously, he's giving a speech to everyone, but his the tone of his voice sounds like he's just in a natural conversation. I don't know. I don't remember the Japanese audio, so maybe he does speak like he's giving a speech. Yeah, for me, I would have been like, he's the new commander? You're out of your goddamn mind. Thank you, Razorbike. So he does speak up in the Japanese language. Wait, the final scene reminds you of the Battle of Yavin in A New Hope? Are you talking about the final battle or the final scene? Because the final scene is nothing like A New Hope. Huh. Run. I'm not a big fan of the fact that... Okay, but... To be fair, this is... Spoilers. The Godzilla they're fighting is technically not the Godzilla of this series. So I can kind of let them slide... that they don't have... That he doesn't have the trademark roar. That being said, why doesn't he have the trademark roar? Or this version? Whatever. Yeah, it's like when you first watch this movie and before it, you hear that this is the biggest Godzilla in existence. You're kind of underwhelmed because you look at this and go, this Godzilla doesn't look any bigger than any of the previous ones. And then the final scene comes in, which we'll get to that when we get to it. They just straight up apocalypse now'd Godzilla. Huh, okay, that's funny. That's a funny line. There's Godzilla falling into another hole. Or at least I think. This straight up anime talk. Man, Haru just loves calling Godzilla a bastard. The sound design for this movie is definitely decent. I mean, it's better than Shin Godzilla. But sir, we've been firing this whole time. Well, yeah, like he can't move, but his mouth is still there. Okay, this final battle is actually a lot of fun. I'll give it that. Yeah, when I first saw this and I saw Godzilla just blow up, I thought to myself, wait, that can't be it. Did I miss it? Damn it. You think it's over? You now tell me this? Zilla, no. No, do not. Don't even bring in Zilla into this. Daddy's very angry. Oh, those poor bastards. This Godzilla theme is actually pretty cool. Oh, this crazy nut job. Now, where the fuck were you this whole time? Oh, yeah, y'all aren't gonna last. Yeah, I mean, Godzilla is pretty much part plant in this series. Sure, why not? Sure, let's have Godzilla just swipe his tail and create a laser wave thingy. Had to get one more bastard in there. Cliffhanger! Yeah, that, my opinion's still the same. Like, watching it in English didn't really help much. I mean, it's got some good moments. It's got some good moments, but it's just, again, like, such a disappointing start. And unfortunately, it doesn't get any better from here. It just gets so much worse. Yeah, there is a end credit scene, much like with uh, Godzilla vs. Megaguirus and the two Kiryu films. So we're just gonna let the credits play as we wait for them, even though it's not really. Even though the end credit scene's really not too interesting, but yeah, I don't know. In terms of, I don't know if I'd watch this over. I guess it's like tied with Megaguirus in terms of the like the best worst Godzilla movie, if that makes any sense at all. Because I don't know. It's hard to really grasp. Like, this was just such wasted potential. Like, the name Planet of the Monsters, and considering this is an anime, it should have been more. There should have been more monsters. Like we should have gotten like Godzilla, not just Godzilla, but Anguirus, Rodan, Baragon, Biollante. Biollante would have made a lot of sense in this series, considering that this Godzilla is part plant. But instead, we just get Godzilla and those dragons. That's about it. And I remember seeing this with my brother for the first time. And he was not willing to watch this movie again or watch the rest of the movies. And I just thought, you know what? Yeah, this was not very good, but hey, it's the first movie in the series. Maybe it'll get better. I'll give it a shot. Hell. Yeah, that didn't work out too well at all. So yeah, not much going on. Once again, I want to thank you guys for tuning in, even if this was not one of the most interesting watch-alongs. But we've only got 3 more movies to go. City on the Edge of Battle, the sequel to this, Planet Eater, which closes out the anime trilogy, and then we're finishing it all off with last year's Godzilla King of the Monsters. Yeah, I seriously can't believe we're almost done with the Godzilla movies. I think the credits are. I think the credits are nearly done. Yeah, they're nearly done. So let's just see what they have to offer. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. It's it's at least an interesting way to go. Oh, there's more to this world, but still not a whole lot, to be honest. But yeah, I want to thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this watch along. For those of you who are watching this in post-production, once again, I encourage you to join in live. I encourage everyone to join in live and interact with each other in the chat. If you like what I'm doing with the channel financially, you can go over to patreon.com/TheRealMrRobinson. For $1 a month, you get to support the channel. And once I hit 25 patrons, I'll be able to do exclusive live watch-alongs for those who support and pledge any kind of money, any amount. If you cannot support the channel financially, that's fine. Subscribing to YouTube and just watching the videos is good enough. And yeah, not much else. Thursday. My hair is all over the place. Thursday is going to be City on the Edge of Battle, which was the point where I said, yeah, this anime trilogy is beyond redemption. But until we get to that point of disappointment, this is the real Mr. Robinson telling you there's only one.